All right, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly show you how to access the label the eye. I know I had a few questions in regards to not being able to type on there. So we're going to be in the MA 40 theory portion. So to get to that portion, we're going to be, and this is the theory side where most of the assignments are going to be assigned. So go ahead and just click evening or morning. For me, I have it set up like this because I'm an instructor. Yours will look a little bit different. Important thing is that you're going into the theory side, okay? So let's just, for example, we'll do the theory here. Now to get to my modules, first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and click modules here. And if you ever wanna access Microsoft Teams, I'm online from 2 to 4. So if you need to access that, go ahead and just shoot me a message there. I'm gonna be recording this and then posting it later online, okay? I'll be posting it here on the announcements for both classes. But if you ever need to access me from 2 to 4, just go ahead and click the join the Teams meeting and I should be there. We're gonna work out the kinks specifically so we can see it live once I figure out how to record it on Microsoft Teams, okay? But if there's anything live that you need to ask me, you can shoot me a message on Teams or an email and I'll be able to respond to you, okay? Now let's going back to the modules here. I'm gonna focus first on labeling and then I'll get into combining medical terms. All right, so for the first portion here, we're gonna go to the homework. We're gonna click label the eye. Now, as you notice here, this is the label the eye worksheet. Now, this is a Word document. With Microsoft Word, I insist that everybody on their iPad download the Microsoft Word app, and you can use your student email address, that's fine. Reason being, you wanna have it downloaded, you wanna have the best version for your Microsoft Word, okay? Now, if I just click the label the eye here, the only thing that's going to happen is you see this and you're not going to be able to type anything. So this is a disaster, okay? So this is challenging like that in itself. So what you have to do is click download. And I'm going to go ahead and I recommend that you do save the file. So when we go ahead and click the Microsoft Open with Word or hit download, we can save the file. I'm just going to open it with Word. But you have to have Word downloaded first, okay? All right, so that takes us here. Now we can easily access this. You should be able to enable editing once you set it with Microsoft Word, okay? I had one student able to do it, no problems asked. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and type in the different portions here. Now, once you're done, you wanna save it. With the Apple iPads, you need to save it, believe everything's stored under files. So when you save it, it's going to go straight under files, and to access that, you can just swipe down from the main menu, type in files, and that's where it is. And once you understand how to use your Microsoft Word, then you'll be able to, play with a little bit and put the files location on the main portion. I can teach you that when you bring your iPads to class. But any issues with this, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I can go one-on-one with the teams, however you want to do it. It's no issue. All right, so for labeling this, how do we know what these are? Are we just gonna guess? No, we aren't going to guess, okay? We'll just do a systematic approach to it. This is coming from chapter 14 of your comprehensive medical terminology book. So going back to our medical terminology book right here, if we go ahead and close this back out, this is the homework that we're going to be doing. You simply just go back to your modules and at the top is where your books were, okay? So right here, as I mentioned before, all your books are right here. Comprehensive medical terminology, that's the one we're going to be using in order to do the labeling of the eye. All right, so you want to go ahead and load it. This is why it's very important that you have access to Cengage, which is where our books are stored, so you can do the assignments as far as getting the information necessary to complete. Okay, let's give it a second here to go ahead and load it. All right, so now here to the left, I know my screen's a little bit smaller because I'm working off a laptop here, but we're gonna go to the left-hand side here. We're in the medical terminology book, and then we wanna go to chapter 14, okay? So we'll go to chapter 14 here at the very beginning. We can go ahead and scroll down here, and then you can actually, turn the pages by hitting next. The medical terminology book isn't just terminology only, it actually talks about the anatomy and physiology of the eye. So it has a lot of good information in there in regards to what we're learning. So this entire time throughout module, MA 40, which is the next 6 weeks, we're only doing the eye. the ear, and mental health, and that's going to be found in this book. Okay. Now, as we can see right here, we have the different portions of the eye. Now we use these to go ahead and fill out these answers here. Okay. So this portion here, I'm going to pull them aside so I can see I don't have the eye memorized, but if you were to, I could scroll in, oops, here. All right, let's get back to where we were. Now this portion right here, I just kind of match them up. This is why I did this, made this specifically for all my students. You know, I have to make all this on my own, but I don't mind doing it because it's a good way to learn the labeling of the eye. We'll go ahead and just delete here. And then this one will be the lacrimal gland. And over here to the right is going to be, you know, this black portion is the pupil. Then the bottom portion down here, we can actually look over here, and that's going to be the conjunctiva. So we type it in. And you're going to do that for all of these. There's not too many that you have to do here. They're giving you the basic simple ones, really simple. Reason being is because you don't need to get too in depth as a medical assistant, especially when you're describing terms. You're not going to use this terminology to your patients. It's going to be more, you know, a little bit in normal human layman's term, or easier terms for them to understand. Okay, but it's important that you understand this because let's say you have a medication order and you need to tell the patient specifically what part to put it in. Okay, there's two photos here. This is where you're going to grab all the information as far as labeling. So you can go ahead and that was for the first picture. You scroll down here and we have the second picture right here. Okay, now with this assignment, it doesn't save automatically, just like a Word document. You have to save it on your own. So I'll go ahead and file save as. Yours might look a little different because you might be working off an iPad. That's perfectly fine. But however you want to save and how you can locate it, no problem. Okay. Label the eye worksheet, and I'm just going to say home. So we go ahead and do that. Now, when it comes to submitting the assignment, I'll go back to where I was. This out of the way here. Grab this here. Now, when it goes back to submitting the assignment, I'm going to go back to my Canvas account here, and I'm going to click on modules. I'm going to view it in the student view. You're not going to have this button. This is only for me, so I can see how the students view it. And I'm going to simply just go over to the corresponding assignment, which was label the eye. All right, so when we're right here, as a student, you're going to go ahead and submit it. You should have a button here that allows you to submit it. Let me see if I had this one ready. I'll go ahead and make sure the submissions are available. You should be able to submit it. It's not letting me submit it simply because I'm the instructor, but there should be a button that says submission, and you're going to go ahead and attach your document. And that's all you simply do. Okay, so we have file uploads. So it should be okay. You're not going to see this portion, but that's how you upload your document. If you can put your name on it, that's fine. If not, just I know who it's coming from. But that's how you upload your document. Any questions in regard? Let me see. Actually, in regards to that, just let me know so I can go ahead. Oh, perfect. Here we go. We're actually in the right spot. So it does let me do it as a student. So you're going to go to start assignment. Perfect. All right. So right here we have this upload a file. So I'm going to go ahead and look for my file. Here's might look a little different. I work off my laptop. As students, I know you have iPads, but if you have a computer or desktop, laptop, it'll be like this. Okay, if you have a mic, considering you have a Microsoft. I saved mine at my desktop. I save everything there. Not recommended, but I'll get organized later down the road. So I have my label the eye worksheet homework. I'm going to go ahead and open this. Now it's going to already attach them. Okay, so when I go to submit assignment, all I simply do is submit the assignment, and then boom, it's right there. It's, all right. Oh, awesome. So confetti pops out. Great. So that's how you know that you submitted an assignment. Really cool. I like that. And then you want to make sure that if you know, sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know if that's the correct assignment or did I upload the correct one? Just simply click it right here. It says that you submitted the assignment. So click the assignment that you submitted. Go ahead and download it. Go ahead and open it. And let's see here. Perfect. That was the one that I saved. Okay, I didn't fill it all out. I'm not going to sit here and do it all for you. but that's generally how you submit the assignments. I can easily read this. I could just make sure that you got them all correct and there shouldn't be an issue. The book has all the answers. This photo is the exact same one from the book. I'll always do that. I won't pick pictures out unless there's not one in the book. But majority of the time, it's going to be the ones from the book. It takes me a little bit of time to make this, but I do it for you because it's a good way for my students to learn about labeling. Labeling. But if you have any questions in regard to that, let me know so I can help assist you with this assignment. Don't just not do it because you don't understand it. I'm here, 2 to 4 is my office hours. Come to class. Let me know you have some questions and so forth. But I'm going to go ahead and upload this video. And right now I'm going to make a separate video right after this one, and I'll upload it as well to the announcements. Okay, the second video I'm going to do is going to be for combining medical terms. A little bit more process to it, but both of these videos should be beneficial to you if you're needing any help.